Friday, the 11th of July in the year 2025. And this is directly from the shelter in Kiev, Radio Shelter. And I'm Tony Eastern, and we love to bring you tonight some overwhelming rock and pop songs that we are sure you'll understand and enjoy. We start the night with one of the biggest lady singers of the pop music, Dusty Springfield, with You Don't Own Me.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. And don't tell me what to do. And don't tell me what to say. And please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. 'Cause you don't own me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't own me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I'll never stay. I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young and I love to be young. I'm free and I love to be free. To live my life the way that I want. To say and do whatever I please. And don't tell me what to do. Oh, don't tell me what to say. And please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young and I love to be young. I'm free and I love to be free. To live my life the way that I want.
You Don't Own Me, Dusty Springfield. A song, however, from 1963 that many of our listeners will know. It is being covered so many times and still today used in movies and by modern artists. The song is written by two guys, John Badara and David White. And this Badara wrote quite some hit songs among this one. For instance, 123, sung by Len Berry. You Don't Own Me was first issued by Leslie Gore when she was 17 years of age, and she made a big hit with it. For the rest of her life, it became always connected to her. In those early 60s, the song was a good promotion for independency for women and for being free and do what you want. So it altogether made it into a very interesting song. Dusty Springfield did not make a hit with it, as it was only on her album A Girl Called Dusty. Also, not possible to beat Leslie, I think. Dusty considered to be the best pop lady singer ever, but tough competition. Leslie was born in 1945 and died in 2015. She started as a teen pop singer and has a number of hits. Dusty, born in 1939 and died rather early in 1999. She has had an enormous string of hits. Too much talking. Let's go to Marina. Hi, Marina. Are you okay?
Hi, Tony. Yes, more or less okay. Was a very heavy bumping week, and although happily there are not so many personal casualties, the damage to a lot of buildings was enormous. Useless destruction. Sometimes one gets very mad about this endless stupid sending hundreds of drones, but I think we all realize that until this guy in Russia is still there, it will continue. I do not exactly know, but I believe not many Ukrainian people still leave the country. In the first place, it is not so easy anymore to find a country that welcomes you, and in the second place, in a way, you get used to this situation. I never thought that this could be the case. I am now outside of Kyiv, but in a town where there is also a lot of bombing, unfortunately. Lviv is the best city to be, far in the west, I guess. But my job and my university is in Kyiv, so I go back there soon again. Talk to you next week. Bye, Tony.
Yes, it is as you say. Hope to hear from you in good health. Bye, Marina. On to our next song for tonight, which accidentally a continuation of the words of Marina. Everybody got to live from the group Love.
Everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta live. I think you know the reason why. Sometimes the going gets so good, then again it gets pretty rough. But when I have you in my arms, baby, you know I just can't get enough. Oh yeah, everybody's gotta live. Yes, they do. And everybody's gonna die. Everybody try to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. I saw a blind man standing on the corner yesterday, baby. He couldn't hardly tie his shoes, but he had a harmonica and a guitar strapped around his neck, and he sure could play the blues. Oh yeah, everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody try to have a good time. I think you know the reason why. I feel like I've seen just about a million sunsets. She said, if you're with me, I'll never go away. That's when I stopped and I took another look at my baby. She said, if you're with me, I'll never go away. Because everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta live before you know the reason why. I had a dream the other night, baby. I dreamt that I was all alone, but when I woke up I took a look around myself, and I was surrounded by 50 million strong. Oh yeah, everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta live before you know the reason why. Yeah, everybody's gotta live, and everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gotta live. You gotta live before you know the reason why.
Everybody's Gotta Live from the band Love. This is a music station and talking cannot be too much. So, just a few words about the song. I think everyone understands the meaning, and it certainly helped to make it more popular. The song is several times issued, first in 1972, then in 1974, and then again in 2021, used for films and more. For instance, for the film Jojo Rabbit from 2019. The composer is Arthur Lee, who was the leader of the band Love, a very special guy who was active in several music styles and among them also psychedelic music. He was a super talent. Unfortunately, he died from a deadly disease in 2006 at the young age of 61.
And we don't be afraid as long as we listen to the radio shelter. We are in paradise.
On now to Cupid, Sam Cooke.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me, for me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. Now, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness. For I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me. Nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. Now, Cupid, if your arrow make a love stone for me, I promise I will love her until eternity. I know between the two of us her heart we can steal. Help me if you will. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart for me. Nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart for me. Now, Cupid, don't you hear me calling you? I need you. Cupid, help me. I need you. Cupid, don't fail me. 'Cause I need you.
Cupid by Sam Cooke. There's so much to say about those soul heroes as Sam was, the king of soul. He was born in 1931 in Clarksdale, Mississippi, USA, the Deep South, the country of soul, and Sam is considered to be the first musician who brought the soul into the pop music. And this song, Cupid, is a good example of this. Cupid is written by Sam himself, as he wrote so many other hits. It is covered numerous times, for instance by the Spinners. Cupid, the goddess of love, is of course appealing for a song. It is indeed a love song and has a high ranking in the Rolling Stones top 100 of best love songs ever. Sam was killed and shot down in 1964 in Los Angeles when he was only 33 years old. The reason of this murder became never completely clear. It is one of the biggest tragedies in the modern music world. Maybe in influence compared with the early death of Buddy Holly, who died in a plane crash. Both had an enormous future before them, but also achieved a lot already on this early age. Next song, All I Ever Need Is You, Sonny and Cher.
Sometimes when I'm down and all alone, oh, just like a child without a home, the love you give me keeps me hanging on Oh, honey, all I ever need is you.
You're my first love, you're my last. You're my future, you're my past. And loving you is all I ask, honey. All I ever need is you.
Winters come and they go, and we watch the melting snow. Sure as summer follows spring, all the things you do give me a reason to build my world around you.
Come and follow rainbows, I am told.
Some men search for silver, some for gold.
I have found my treasure in your soul, honey. All I ever need is you.
Without love I'd never find the way through ups and downs of every single day. I won't sleep at night until you say, my honey, all I ever need is you.
Da 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 da.
Oh honey, honey,
Da 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 da.
my honey, honey, the night until you say, my honey.
All I Ever Need Is You, Sonny and Cher. A song that is in a way timeless. Issued in 1971 and, as so many popular songs from those days, covered many times. Just to name a few: Ray Charles, Kenny Rogers, and the Everly Brothers. And most of them became hits. The song is written by Jimmy Holiday and Eddie Reeves. Holiday was a very talented songwriter who wrote, for instance, Put a Little Love in Your Heart by Jackie DeShannon. A love song again and a big hit in many places. Sonny and Cher had many big hits, all a little bit in the same way. Sonny turned out to be a rather unpleasant guy who was violent towards Cher, among other things probably, and they separated. And as we all know, this did very good to the career of Cher. She became one of the really big ones, but Sonny Bono, her former husband, unfortunately died at 62 when he was skiing against a tree. Some soul music now. Hold Back the Night, it's the Tramps. The Tramps, Hold Back the Night. I said it is soul for you, but we all know the Tramps from their mega disco success, Disco Inferno. But in this song, they turn to the soul and even to some doo-wop influences. The song is from 1973, and one of the band members, Earl Young, was one of the composers. The other main band member is Jimmy Ellis, who is responsible for the typical voice. It became a big hit in England and not in the USA, and only when they reissue it, it became popular. The request is to hold back the night and turn on the light in order not to be remembered to a love that did not go well. The Tramps lost track with the music development in the 80s and fell apart, and members went their own way. A group from Philadelphia with soul music was unusual at that time, but it is still a very good song to listen to. Our final song for tonight is a special one, Dion, with the song Abram, Martin, and John.
Anybody here seen my old friend Abraham? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. You know, I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Anybody here seen my old friend Martin? Can you tell me where he's gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seemed good they die young. I just looked around and he's gone. Didn't you love the things that they stood for? Didn't they try to find some good for you and me? And we'll be free someday soon. He's gonna be one day. Anybody here see my old friend Bobby? Can you tell me where he's gone? I thought I saw him walking up over the hill with Abraham and Martin and John.
Dion with the song Abram, Martin, and John. I said it is a special one, and not only as it is a beautiful song, but also as it refers to the assassination of the politicians Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, John Kennedy, and Robert Kennedy. Dion, his full name is Dion DiMucci, an American. Dion had big drugs problems early in his career, and he managed to end with it completely in 1968, and since then, doing fine. He's still around and still making albums on the age of 85, as he was born in 1939. In a way, it is a religious song of hope and trust, and for that reason, Dion was a bit reluctant to bring it on the market, but his wife convinced him to do so. It became a smashing hit, number 4 in American Billboard and number 1 in Canada. Written by Dick Holler and covered by the big ones on earth as Ray Charles and Marvin Gaye. A good last song in Ukraine of today, and showing violence does not lead to anything. As you know, we play for you well-selected songs from mainly the 60s and the 70s, big hits and forgotten special ones. Some of them you certainly will recognize as they are still often played or used for movies and commercials. We give a small story with each song. Radio Shelter plays only songs we love, and we hope we please you with our choice. And please do not forget to subscribe to our wonderful Radio Shelter and get every new broadcasting automatically on your device. Next to push on subscription, you should also push on the bell on the screen to make it all perfect and to enjoy us every Friday. We wish you a good and, of course, a very safe week. And as far as possible, good holidays on behalf of Radio Shelter, Marina, and myself. And please turn in next Friday. And I'm Tony Eastern. So long.
Привіт усім! Мене звати Настя, і я співачка у дівочому поп-гурті Melody Girls of Ukraine, тут, у Києві. Від щирого серця бажаю кожному з вас доброти, миру та любові.